All right, so now that I've gone over all of my letters with my selected Sharpie color, which is kind of this red-orange color. It's not really red, but it's not really orange either, so we're calling it red-orange. Okay, if I take a look at this thing, yeah, it's here. So our next step is to fill in certain spots. So what we're going to do is we are going to pick one of these little blocks that we've created by using the lines that we made with the rulers. Pick one to start at. Doesn't matter, anywhere on the paper, okay? But it must only be one block, okay? One. So let's say I want to start in this one right here. And what you're going to do is you are going to color in the letters that are inside of that block. With the Sharpie you chose. Do not go into another block, just the first one. Every little bit that's in here counts, so make sure you don't miss anything. All right. Now what you are going to do is, in the next block, you're going to color the background with the Sharpie. So, in this next block, I'm going to fill in the empty space. Right here is why I told you to do lots of these, because the more empty space you have, sometimes you're going to have to sit here with a marker and fill it all in. All right, the less empty space you have, the less work you have to do with the marker. So at any rate, I'm filling in the background area of this particular block. Make sure you don't miss anything. All these little bits count. Notice I didn't go into the block that I already finished. Okay, so it's kind of like this whole positive space, negative space thing that you may have dealt with before. So then in my next block, which is quite a bit bigger, I'm going to go back to filling in the letters. But only in that block. Also see that I got going a little too fast and I went out the lines there. Don't do that. So, and then obviously I'll fill in this part of the M in here. Okay, all of this. And this part right here. Miss anything? Now, if you understand this process, good, you can get started. But what you need to know is that when you move up or down a row of blocks, it's going to be the opposite of what you've already accomplished. So in other words, let's pretend that Mr. H finished this block. Okay, so letters, background, letters, right? And that finishes that way. And I missed two over here, so I have to finish those off too. Remember, they're always opposite. So what is filled in here cannot be filled in the other block. So background and then back to letters right here. And this one's easy. It's only part of the S. Looks like the way the T is lined up, I won't have to do anything like that. Finish that off. Okay. So then you're going to move down or up a row. remembering that each block is opposite the one next to it, above, or below it as well. And so, if I filled in the background in this block right here, I'm going to fill in the letters in the block directly beneath it. And you can see how this line splits this part of the M, and it's white here, colored in the next block. And you are going to continue this process all the way through the entire project, okay? Using Sharpie to fill in either the letters or the background, depending on where you are at in the work. You can see I had to stop along that line right there, leave the tip right there, moving on. Now, so that is what you have to do next for the whole. Right? So you want to get that accomplished first. Next video will show you what to do when you're done.